Thank you very much for your generous invitation for me to speak. Concern for the rights of women in the Islamic Republic of Iran has been consistently highlighted within the United Nations and within the Human Rights Council. This concern has been reflected in the recommendations during Iran's 2014 UPR cycle, as well as within various UN reports, including my own reports and statements as a UN Special Rapporteur on the human rights situation in Iran. Internationally, Iran has failed to ratify the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, and the failure to accept globally recognized principles of gender equality and non-discrimination is mirrored within domestic laws and practices. The overarching areas of discrimination relate to the administration of justice, personal status, and family laws, and there are considerable barriers placed for women to achieve de facto equality in political, economic, social, and educational fields. Under the Iranian Civil Code, women are denied equal rights in marriage, divorce, guardianship, and custody of children. Women face discrimination, exclusion, and marginalization in public life, with gender-based violence reflected through many aspects of public and private life. Discrimination is embedded within Iranian criminal justice system, which through the provisions of the Islamic Penal Code 2013 established the age of criminal responsibility at 9 lunar years for girls and 15 lunar years for boys. Criminal responsibility at that age for crimes punishable by hudud and qisas results in mandatory punishments such as death, flogging, and amputation for child offenders. Notwithstanding efforts to reform the system, notably through Article 91 of the Penal Code, the impact of the laws is evident through the continued execution of child offenders, including girl child offenders. As exemplified in the case of Zainab Sekanwand, the application of the law has particularly unfortunate consequences on girl child offenders. Ms. Sekanwand, who was married at the age of 15, allegedly murdered her husband when she was 17. She was executed in 2018 despite no investigations being undertaken into allegations of a forced confession during detention and allegations of domestic violence during her marriage. This case and many other cases have raised issues of early marriage and treatment while in detention. Iranian law allows marriage for girls at 13 with the possibility of marriage at an earlier age through permission of the court. Child marriages have substantial negative consequences for women as it destroys the prospects of full mental, physical, and intellectual development. While facing the criminal justice system and during detention, women frequently face inhumane and degrading treatment, including delays or denials of appropriate medical care and treatment. This is evidenced in a number of cases, including the case of the human rights defender Nargis Mohammadi and the dual British-Iranian national Nazneen Zaghari-Ratcliffe. Prominent human rights lawyer Nasreen Sotoudeh is incarcerated and faces lengthy prison sentence for defending women, including human rights activists protesting the enforcement of compulsory veils for women. According to reports, since January 2018, at least 32 people have been arrested and at least 10 imprisoned for protesting against the mandatory wearing of the hijab. In August 2019, United Nations human rights experts, including myself, condemned lengthy prison sentences against 3 Iranian women who were arbitrarily detained for publicly protesting against the compulsory wearing of the veil. Women from minority backgrounds and those with disabilities continue to face worse forms of discrimination, exclusion, and ostracization in society. Thank you.